Welcome back to another vlog. Now, today we are going to be sorting out the room again. It just seems a regular occurrence lately. I used to watch other channels and I'd be like, oh, they're sorting out their room again. But when you get to a certain stage, you've got so much stuff and then you keep buying stuff. Everything needs adjusting all the time. It's a bloody nuisance. But I'll just show you a few little things. I've got a few pickups as well. We'll go through those. But I'll show you this little table I've bought. Show you what the plan is and all that jazz. Excuse the dog, he's decided to join me today. Haven't you, Barry? Oh, he looks happy. Good boy. Right, so like I said, this was doing my nutting now. It was over in the corner there. It was taking over too much space. These are the pickups that I've got. So we've got a couple of parcels to open. I have picked up this little table here. Now this, sorry dog. And then I'll throw it on the floor, but it folds nice and flat, and I can use that for my streaming. When I do streaming now, that is what I can use. I will try and show you how it opens up a bit better, but it's hard doing everything one-handed. There we go, so that goes nice and flat. So I can stick all that on there. It's not going to be a permanent setup like the other one was. So the plan is, once I've finished streaming, I can just flat pack this, kind of. Fucking hell. There we go. Sorry, I'm swearing already. The video's like 2 minutes long. And then I can just sit there like so. And it's tucked out of the way. It doesn't take up too much space. I'm going to get rid of this microphone, so I'm not going to be using this streaming anymore. I'll just go in a drawer or something, because I've got my wireless microphones that I use for my vlogging and stuff. I can actually use that on my MacBook, so that takes away one thing. The only thing is I'll have to plug in the camera, like whereas I plugged it all in and like made it like a permanent setup, you know, I've cable tied all the leads in, everything's in place. It won't be that anymore. I'll just have to get the camera out every time I want to go and stick the MacBook on there. But that's fine. This is the mess I need to sort out. You may notice these are gone, and if you're wondering what the thumbnail was about, this is what it's about. So part of the sort out is I'm going to get rid of all the collector's edition boxes. They take up so much space. You wouldn't have seen, but a lot of them I put in my kitchen. They take up loads of room, so I'm just filling up the car now. I've mentioned in a video before that I was going to ask my dad if I could store some there, because he's got 3 spare bedrooms, and he said yeah, it's fine. So that's where I'm going today. Drop those down, clear some space, and we can try and sort this room out a little bit. So doing that has basically opened up a lot more space for me. So I've got 3 extra shelves there. I need to sort this out. I'm just not happy with it at all. That needs gluing again. Well, not again, that needs gluing. So basically these lights are on magnetic pads, but for whatever reason it's not as sticky as it should be, and it just keeps falling off. It's the one above Jill there. So, and I get some super glue on that, so that can go back up in its place. And yeah, that's about it. Maybe a shift around here. I really don't know. I need your advice, people. Like this big box stuff here, I want it on display, obviously, but they won't fit in a normal game shelf. But I'm thinking, do I just put all the collector's editions over there and then maybe have the big box stuff over here? Purely because, like, I got other collector's editions I want to get, but then there's not that many left. And I will be going through that list. I'll get the whiteboard out, because we've knocked a fair few bits off there. And I'll be telling you which ones I'm pausing till we move house and all that jazz. But yeah, I just need a good sort out. It's a mess. You may have noticed my skateboards or decks on the floor as well. I'm going to give a shout out to Retro Demo once again, because he got the new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 Collector's Edition, the same as me, pre-ordered. He had the original, and he showed me these on Amazon. He said, I think I'm going to get some of these. I had a look, they look pretty cool. So I was like, yeah, they're cool, man. But as you know, I've not got any free walls. Like, where the hell can I put it? And then Laura, we was chatting about it, I showed her, and she said, well, what about behind the sofa there? So if I remove those posters, I could get the rack up on there, and then we could have the two boards there. But having just said that, I've literally just noticed maybe I could put them above the door and have the two boards there, but they might be a little bit too long. I'll have a play about with that, but I'm thinking they're going to go behind the sofa. It might make a nice backdrop for videos as well, because rather than just posters, I'll have the two board decks, but we shall see. But yeah, I'm going to crack on with that in a minute. I'm going to get all the GTA stuff off the shelf, and then try and get the games moved up, because I do think I'd rather it when it was games there, if I'm honest. So we'll see. So PS4 is done. The only issue I've got is I've messed around with these shelves far too much. And can you see all these screws down here? So I've actually changed the heights of these shelves, so they're none of them are standard, and I've messed them up for myself. So whereas I've put games here now, this shelf isn't big enough to fit more games. I'm left with this small little shelf. So I thought, I got nowhere for my Tubbs ducks to live, so maybe they could live there. Let me know what you think about that. How does that look? It's not perfect, but obviously the more, as I get more as well, I will have to change how they sit in the shelf, so maybe they can all sit in like that then. But for now, it's really annoying that those two have different boxes as well. Why don't they keep everything bloody uniform? They know that people collect them. That's the whole point of them being made, is collectibles. Maybe people don't keep them in the boxes, but I want to, so. But yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll obviously mirror that there now, and then I can get a full row of ducks. Get all my ducks in line. Boom, boom. But yeah, that's PS4 done at the minute. It's nice to finally, now I've got all the Lego ones on the same shelf again, which is nice. One thing I've not liked doing though is Evil Within has had to go up there. It's too tall. It's taller than all the other games. It's really annoying. So there's nowhere for it to go. Like, I could put it in this shelf, I suppose, but then it's not alphabetical, so whatever. But then we can get the deluxe editions on display as well, which is nice. I do need to do the PS5 side now. Oh, I forgot. That needs to go into the collector's editions box. That needs to go into the collector's editions box. And then we still got this to sort out, but we're getting there. We're getting there. PSP is going to be easy. I have got 4 more here, which will go down here. So I just take that out. God of War, which is there. We can then pop you on the end, because I don't have any more Kingdom Hearts. And then we need to find Metal Gear there. And then this is the last piece of the puzzle. Let's pop it with acid. So we got acid and acid 2 together. And that is every Metal Gear PSP game, I believe. So we've got acid, acid 2, the digital graphic novel, Peace Walker, Portable Ops, and Portable Ops Plus. I think that's it. Let me know if there's any I'm missing, but I'm sure that's it. There's literally one PSP. So remember I said I didn't want to get Gran Turismo and stuff, and I sold a couple so you get the perfect number. That, now I picked that up the other day, has messed that up basically. So because now I don't have the perfect number, there's going to be one extra. So the last PSP game I want is Manhunt. This looks a bit shocking. My Portal's downstairs because I was playing it Friday, and my Vita's in the works van. But and I really want to try and do something with these, because these are just too far back. So when you're far away, you can hardly see them. And Metal Gear is, like, as you know, one of my favourite franchises. I wonder if I could turn that into a full Metal Gear section. I've got quite a bit of Metal Gear stuff, haven't I? I could get all the games on the shelves. I'd get the collector's editions. We shall see. This is the gift off Dave, so I've hung that up there as the Metal Gear lanyard, and then this is the gift card, which I think is absolutely sick. So I just thought that looks good there, hung up. Vulcan Raven's got at home. I have put some blue tack on his feet. Someone recommended me do that with my neckers. Just to make it, I put him on and he's a little bit wobbly, so I thought, well, let's give it a go. But yeah, we are getting there. I'm going to move these up now. We've still got these shelves that are basically empty. I do have game gear to put away. I've got these new accessories as well. They're old school, so they're going to have to go. I think I'm going to move these and then just have those 2 rows as PS1 accessories. Or maybe I could drop it down there, move the hook card somewhere else. It is just a nightmare planning all this stuff out. I just don't know where it's all going to go. Like Laura did say to me, well, you don't have the room, stop buying stuff. I do have the room. Like you can see, I've got spare shelves and things. But it's putting it in such a way that you're happy with it and it looks okay. Like the Resident Evil board game there, that shouldn't be there. That should not be there. So that needs to move. But yeah. Controllers, right? So I've got rid of the boxes, obviously, for the Tony Hawk skateboards and stuff. They're going to go on the walls. Which leaves me a free shelf at the back there. I have just picked up a awesome deal on Vinted of a controller. And I'm having chats with Marshall Gaming from the Discord. He may be getting rid of another controller. This may mean I might try and full set the controllers. Obviously, I've got the 230th anniversaries. We've got Hogwarts, Astrobot, God of War, Spider-Man, Last of Us. I've got one definitely on the way, possibly another. I don't know how many there are. I know there's things like Fortnite, which I didn't want to buy, but if I'm full setting, I'll probably have to. LeBron James, I've always wanted that, but it's money, isn't it? And it's finding one, so, but that'll have to be done. And the Yorkshire Tea one, but don't think that's official PlayStation. It is licensed, I think, but I don't think PlayStation made that. I think Yorkshire Tea made that. I could be wrong. I think that was more of a partnership rather than a PlayStation product. I'll look into that, but definitely the officials. I do want the Final Fantasy one as well. That was only released in Japan though for whatever reason, but I'm contemplating getting that one because it's a nice controller. But yeah, I'm going to crack on anyway. I'm chatting absolute nonsense. So let's get this a bit further along. So we are getting there, folks. Slowly but surely. I'll show you what I'm left with now on the floor. It's not a lot, in fairness. And there we go. So that cup's got to go downstairs. That's still the brackets to go on. 2 spare Game Gear games, so anyone want these? They're nothing special, but I've got 2 copies of Olympic Gold and Columns. So anyone want them? Robocop, I honestly don't know what to do with, whether to keep it or sell it. I have just platinumed it, so I don't know. I'll probably never play it again. I did sell the original, so... But that's how we're looking there now. The hook cards have been delegated there because I don't know where to put them at the moment. So I've got 2 free shelves there, so I've got plenty of room to grow. These are like my PS2 and 3s, all of my demos, and then just some odds and sods. But yeah, I think that's better. This is looking a bit more cluttered, so I managed to get the new analog controller in. Got to shift about a bit. This was the hardest to get this in. That wouldn't even fit in this shelf, so I didn't have to move those. Still need to find a home for the Resident Evil board game. It doesn't fit in any of these shelves below, so I don't think it's going to look very good there. So it is what it is for now. Don't like this, but that won't fit in that shelf either. That's too tall, so that's going to need a big shelf. So unfortunately, that's how that's going to have to be displayed. I've done it that way, so at least the PlayStation 3 is the right way. But yeah, I'm not impressed, to say the least. That's all stayed the same. I've taken those posters down now. They are currently on the back of my door. Except for the Metal Gear Solid one, which I managed to get up on there. VHS are away. So we had the Wayne's World off Whappers. We had Resident Evil off Wayne, another Yorkshireman. And we also had the Kama Sutra off Whappers. Couldn't throw it out. I don't like throwing stuff away. And then the Metal Gear shelf was the biggest one, I think. Obviously you saw him. I had a reshuffle here, moved Guns of the Patriots up onto that shelf so I could get the Metal Gear Rising Collector's Edition in, which means I can display the steelbook in front of it, which kind of is in keeping, isn't it? I hate that sticker, but I'm afraid if I peel it off, it'll ruin the seal. The only thing is that steelbook's hidden away a bit, but it is what it is. And then I've had a bit of a shift about here, just moved these around because I needed homes for stuff. So Little Nightmares 1 and 2 are now on here. I've put Shredder's Revenge down there because it makes sense with the turtles, and then we've got Slitterhead on here now as well. So it's a little bit more crowded, but I think it looks okay. It's not too overcrowded, is it? I've put the fridge there now because the mini fridge was on the bottom of this. Just need to sort out all these. It's surprising what I got in this little hidey-ho in here. Like, I've got USB-C cables that have never been used. More USB-C cables. Oh, USB adapter. There's just stacks here. I need to go through all that, sort all this out, and get this out. And then I need to find somewhere where I can store all my streaming gear. I tell you what, I wonder if it'll fit in that Lego head, because I don't actually have anything in there anymore. And then we just need to get this up on the shelf, on the wall. But yeah, it's nice to have some floor space back. So I'm going to get the finishing touches done, as in get those on the wall. I've bought like a cover for the sofa as well, which is in here. So that can go on, because I don't like the colour of that sofa. I never really have. If you remember, that was just an impulse buy. I got scammed and lost money on a sofa online. So I just bought something cheap off Marketplace to tide me over until we move. So I got a cover for that. Never had a refund for that as well. Never. Bastards. But yeah, it's coming on. We'll get them on a wall and then we'll do some unboxing of these parcels. Snake is helping out with the laser level. There is no end to this man's talent. So, got the laser up now. We're going to get these brackets up. And hopefully have some nice cool skateboard decks on the walls. Wish me luck. So I think I'm done for now anyway. Most things are put away. I'll just show you quickly what I've got. You've seen most of it, I know you have, but just show you before we open these parcels. I've had another 2 or 3 turn up as well as this has been going on, so it's great. Got a nice little unboxing to do. So you have seen all that now. So the posters are up on there. We've got those accessories put away. Like I said, I'm not 100% happy with it, especially that GTA thing there. This is the shelving at the moment there. That table's going to go, obviously. I'm not getting rid of the mic yet. I'm going to get a couple of live streams done first and test the other microphone to make sure it sounds okay. I don't want it to sound crap. Like that. It's not the best quality mic in the world, but it's passable. I've not had any complaints, so we'll see. We'll have a look with the new one and see how that goes. Obviously, got them up on the wall now. And then this is the new table, which I think is pretty nifty, because problem with this one is this sofa is because this is a sofa bed, it's really tight to the floor, and the legs on there were too thick to fit underneath it. These ones fit under there. Don't ask me how, but they do. It'll fold completely flat if I want it to. That one doesn't. That's got to stay like that. And now with getting rid of the microphone and stuff, I've just chucked the camera, my webcam down there, So I can just bolt that on now when I want. This obviously goes flat as well. You've seen earlier, it's got different variations of how it tilts. So I think that's good. Sofa cover looks a bit neater, doesn't it? I'm going to get some cushions for it now, because the cushions I was going to put underneath the cover. I don't know if you saw in the video, but it didn't really work out. And the brown with the grit just didn't go. So they're gone. I'm going to get some new cushions for that. And then there's this skateboard. I was going to say surfboards. And that's about it. Nothing really changed over here much, did it? Added some more bits here, but you wouldn't really know unless you knew. So, yeah, it's getting there. It is getting there, folks. So that is that, folks. A little bit of a tidy up. We've got things done, sorted out a bit. That's annoying me already, but I suppose I could rest my arm on it if I wanted. I did have it slightly lower, didn't I? Yeah, that's a little bit better. But yeah, it's getting there. Not a lot of collector's editions. I haven't got the whiteboard out, have I? I will do that now once we've opened these parcels. But yeah, it's really getting there now. I'm pretty happy with how things are turning out. I don't know what I got here altogether. I know what I've ordered, but I don't know what's come and what hasn't. So let's get into it anyway. So this one is off eBay, and it is Gran Turismo Sport, the limited edition. So this is the one that comes with the cards, I think it is. Yeah, it comes with the postcards. So that is that. The reason I got this is it's the only on PlayStation sleeve, the exclusive one. It's only cheap, it's like 10 quid, so I thought, well, why not? Add it to the collection. What I might do though, I don't know if it's going to work, but you can actually get a steelbook for this game. I was thinking of maybe grabbing the steelbook and replacing it with that and slotting that inside here, so then I've got a steelbook version in here. But I'm not sure if the steelbook would fit in that sleeve. Should do, but I don't know, if I'm honest. Right, which one next? Let's go for this one. So you remember in last week's video where I mentioned going for a subset? Well, I've kind of took the leap now and made a start. So we've got the Uncharted collection. Now these are the big box ones, like I mentioned. They come with an art book and a steel book. So these are the ones I was talking about replacing the only on PlayStation sleeves with, or ones I can. That is a really nice steel book, actually. I love the look of that. That is really nice. So yeah, this is going to be another subset I'm going to start going for in the future, because I think a lot of people count that Gran Turismo as part of that subset as well. Whether it is or not, I don't know, but... And then what do we have in this one? Aha! Uncharted 4! So again, steelbook and art book. So this is what I mean, you get a lot more bang for your buck. These are roughly the same price as the other ones, which are just a cardboard sleeve. So they are well worth the money if you ask me. This obviously isn't a game. This is a t-shirt I ordered, which I thought was pretty nifty. Pyramid Head. Now, you don't see many Silent Hill t-shirts and stuff, do you? But I've seen it, I think it was on Instagram or something. Getting a lot of advertisements for t-shirts. It's probably because I keep buying them. Like I bought a Last of Us one off there not so long ago. So, I bought that one now. I'd probably keep getting advertisements all the bloody time. This wrapping is more sellotape than there is in the bloody sellotape aisle. I really don't want to stab it too much because I don't want to damage what's inside. Why do people put stuff up for sale and not have a cardboard box? Surely you could get one. Just pop to your bloody supermarket or something. They have bubble wrapped it pretty well, in fairness, though. And this is Neo 2, the big box, only on PlayStation. Art book again, and a steel book. Pretty cool steel book, to be fair. I like that. Retro Rob in the Discord, shout out to you, Rob. What is this one? Oh, this is a daddy, this is. Bloodborne, only on PlayStation. Now this is the chase one, I suppose you could say. Art book, and look at that steel book. Let's just check the condition on that. This is the harder one, more expensive one to get, so I'm glad to get that one done out of the way. I got quite a good deal on that one as well, which I'm more than happy about, so yes. Sorry if I'm not sounding too enthusiastic. I'm pretty shattered. As I've been doing this room, I've been cleaning the house as well, top to bottom, proper deep clean scrub. Started at 9 o'clock. It is currently 7 PM, so what's that? 7 and 3, that's 10 hours I've been at it. I haven't stopped. My back is in bits, actually. I've had everything out, scrubbing behind the cooker, just scrub the entire house. So apologies if I'm seeming a bit lethargic. I really don't want to get any of this paper everywhere, because I've literally just run the hoover around in here as well. Oh, Brad is in the Discord. Shout out to you, mate. Sorry, my watch is going off as a Discord chat. And this one is Days Gone. Now that is really nice. That's like raised. It's got like a texture to it. That's really nice. And once again, steelbook and the art book. I've got two of these art books now. A minute ago I didn't have any. Well, say last week I didn't have any. And that is Days Gone. So we have made a good start on these. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you're counting the Gran Turismo. So I am well happy with that. Need to find somewhere to display them now, though. That is the main issue. I was going to have one of those shelves down there. So maybe have the only on PlayStation on the top and then those down the bottom. We shall have to see. But I will figure something out. But yeah, I am well happy with that. Right, let's get the whiteboard out and go through that, because I've been promising to do that for ages. So I'll see you in a sec. Right then, peeps, here we are. Back to the whiteboard. I need to get some of these collector's editions off because it's been a while. So I have got Metal Gear Rising, we've got that. GTA 4 and 5, we have got both of those. And we have got God of War. So that's a good start. Anything else? Uncharted, we've got Spider-Man 2. Mortal Kombat, Scorpion, we have got. Little Nightmares and Little Nightmares 2 we have got. Right. Dredge I'm not going to get. I know I wanted it, but the reason being I played the game, I was going to platinum it. Really didn't enjoy the game. Don't know why, just didn't click with it, so I am not going to be getting Dredge. The Final Fantasies, they are going on pause at the moment until we move house. Ghost may also, I'm not sure, so that'll just leave us 3 left to get, so that's pretty easy. There's a couple of NES games I want to add to this as well. I want boxed NES games. I've left my phone downstairs, so I'll have to update that in the future. Now, as for Game Gear, well, I bought some, haven't I? Trying to think now. I bought Streets of Rage, didn't I, when I was at the gaming market. Retro Rob has actually picked some up for me as well. He was at like a gaming market kind of thing, and he picked up Wonder Boy for me. They will be in the post shortly. I got Lucky Dime myself from Cash Exchange. Rob picked me up Indiana Jones. And he picked me Batman Returns. I don't know why, but I haven't got Bart Simpson versus the World on here. Or versus Space Mutants, whatever one it is. That should be on here. That was on my list on my phone. But Rob has actually picked that one up for me as well, which is great. PSP, we have got God of War, Ghost of Sparta. I got Metal Gear Solid Acid and the graphic novel. So that is that. We are getting there with this list now, folks, that I wanted to do from the beginning to by the end of the year. Now, there's going to be a couple added to this. So I have added to this list, obviously. And then it's mostly Game Gear. We got 1 PSP. PS4, like I said at the beginning of the year, I'm in no major rush for those. I'm probably, because I'm not really collecting just games as such anymore. I'm just picking up games I want to play. I'm probably going to rub all those off at the moment. And I will write down this flipping board. The only on PlayStation big boxes. And now I need to try and remember them off memory because I've left my phone downstairs. And if you want to know what I'm recording on, I've got another phone now. So I've got a iPhone 13 Pro Max, which I'm recording on, and then I've got the 14 Pro Max as my phone. So I know we need Spider-Man. I need Last of Us Part 2. What else was there? What else have I got to get? Beyond the Steel Sky, is it? Is it Beyond the Steel Sky, or I can't think for the life of me. Let me grab my phone, I'm useless. And if any of you notice, I've got this down me. My daughter just asked me to cut a mango for her, and I cut it, and it's gone all over me, sorry. Right. One thing I keep forgetting to add on here is Cuphead. I want the Cuphead Special Edition. Right, so that's on there. Game Gear is Game Gear. NES, Batman Ghostbusters Hook. Right, I want TMNT. I want all these boxed. Terminator. I want Simpsons. I want RoboCop. I want Gremlins 2. And what else do I want? Jurassic Park. Now, you can probably see a theme. They're basically movies that I loved as a kid. I want them on display with the NES. It's my way of having my favourite films in game form. I was originally going to do it down the Mega Drive route a couple of years back, but now NES is the only real retro console I've got. I'm going to go the NES route. So that's that. And then, right, we need Spider-Man, The Last of Us Part 2, No Man's Sky, that's what it is. No Man's Sky. Right, maybe I'll be able to learn to write one day. I got bloody mango all over my hands. No man's sky. And then there's horizon. Zero, dawn, and horizon. Forbidden. Happy days. And I'm moaning about this falling off. It's literally today I've noticed there's a piece missing. There's 2 screws sticking out there and there's supposed to be something for it to sit on. It's obviously in that cupboard somewhere and I didn't get it out when I got the whiteboard out, but I'll have to dig that out to save a lot of bloody hassle. Right, so that is it. That is a list. We are getting through it. The biggest changes, adding a hell of a lot on theirs, but I'm hoping they're not going to be that expensive, but we all know what this bloody retro gaming lark is like. So that is my list. That is a whiteboard updated. We've knocked a lot off it, but we've added a bit as well. I do have a good game hunt plan tomorrow. I am going down the West Midlands. There's going to be 5 shops I plan to go to. When I say West Midlands, I'm going to the Midlands. I'm basically going to Birmingham and the surrounding areas. There's 5 shops I plan to go to. Go away, Siri. But I'm also going to go to the CX in each town. I don't think all the towns have a CX, but I know 2 of them definitely do. Possibly 3. So we're going to get a few CX trips in as well. I probably won't put it all in one video. I'll probably split it up a bit just so that it's not a 10-hour video, because I want to try and get some good footage. I had some good feedback on my Bristol Gaming Market one. People who seem to enjoy that video. I'm going to try and do a similar sort of thing, but per game shop, if that makes sense. So maybe, depends on what's in the shops and how good the shops are. It might be a video per shop, or like a shop and CX in one town. Another video, shop CX in that town. If the shops are a bit crap and I'm in and out in half an hour, it might be a couple of shops per video. We'll see. But you'll see it all. I will get them all uploaded, probably starting next week. Tomorrow I am on the road. And I'll see you there. So hit that subscribe button to support the channel. Give it a thumbs up. You won't miss the content then. And if you want to support extra, become a channel member and join Wayne's Wolfpack, where you get access to the Discord. And on that note, I will leave you all to it. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and game on.
Big respect to the gamer, name of Wayne, in his world PlayStation, reigns the same, and he's got love for the levels, high score or not. But for now, he'll show you why his collection's hot. Wayne's World! Game